Hey everybody, we're here at Carolina Bully Farms, and we've been meaning to do this video for a while. I know a lot of people's been interested in getting kind of our take on it. And so what we're going to talk about today with Too Fat and Chubby Money here with his new ear crop. Let everybody check him out right quick. Show them off, Chubs. Just got them done last night, so they're a little fresh, but he's definitely proud of them.
He's hot. He's hot.
He's hot. Man, he looks good. But what we was going to talk about today was just the reason we feel like attendance is down at the bully shows. I mean, there's a few different registries now, and it's not really one in particular. And I don't think it's really one region either. I think it's kind of broad across the country. And I think the reason that is one thing being that there's so many different registries now. And I think that hurts it because people's kind of split up. You know, one weekend you might have an IBKC show, ABKC show, RKC show, and people's going to be going to each separate one that they think they like better or stand a better shot at. And another big thing is the judging style now, pretty much across the board of all the registries, is really changed from the way that it used to be. Used to, you go to an ABKC show, you know, because that used to be all there was. And you show up there, you see dogs like King Gotti and Sideshow and Mo Money and all these big dogs there. You'd know that they was standing the best shot at winning that day. You know, there was going to be the dogs that was the best inside and outside the ring. And nowadays, they don't even have a class for them to show in, let alone they're not going to do good in the ring. Because it's not that they're not correct enough. I mean, like Big Country, he's flawless. It's just that the judges are picking a more skinny, slim style dog. I've been to shows and seeing a more correct, more extreme dog lose to a skinnier, less correct dog just because they didn't like the mass and size on the bigger dogs. So I think that's what's really hurting attendance, because those people that have the bigger, more extreme dogs are not going to show up and just let their dogs lose to dogs that don't look as good. And those people are, you know, they're shooting to have the bigger, extreme dogs. So they lose to the big dog and then follow the guy out the ring and ask him what his stud fee is. So it just doesn't make any sense, you know. You're not going to have a small dog and take it to the show ring and win and then ask the guy that got second to you what his stud fee is. That's not how it's supposed to be. So I think that's kind of my take on what's hurting the shows. And I'll let Dad talk about what he thinks is going on, too.
I feel the exact same way. What's happened is, and I don't know how to fix it. I mean, you could try calling ABKC and then whoever these other registries are, and tell them when you go to see a show, you want a bully dog to win. What has happened is they're picking dogs. They're so clean. They're more of a classic dog. They've done away with the extreme class, which used to be my favorite class.
Not that an extreme dog can't be clean. When Dad says clean, he means they're too slim and tall. Because I've seen more an extreme dog that's more flawless than a slimmer dog, and it still lose to the slimmer dog. So I mean, they can still be cleaner extreme dogs, and they end up losing. That just seems that they're picking a slimmer style now.
Yeah, I'm not talking about when I say clean. I mean, I don't know what standard they're judging to. It almost seems like they're judging back to the old American Pit Bull standard.
Ring performance doesn't even seem
ring performance means nothing now. You go in there and your dog can do excellent, and then you get a dog that's gamier that looks like an old school, more like an old school blue pit, and that's who's winning the show. And it doesn't make any sense. You know, the people that are there and the puppies that people are wanting are dogs off of these big extreme bullies. You know, the big head, the big bone, the wide chest. And that's what American Bully's supposed to be for. The reason American Bully Kennel Club started in the beginning was so we would have a place to show these dogs, because they didn't fit in at the, you couldn't take them to a regular UKC show because they didn't have a class for them, because they judged more for the, for the American Pit Bull Terrier. And maybe a lot of that's it. A lot of our judges came from UKC, and they're still judging more for that dog. But it like Cody said, it makes no sense when you go out there with a dog and don't even place, and the guy that plays first, you can buy his puppies for $300-400 each, and he follows you out of the ring wanting to breed to your dog. How it used to be, and these are American bullies, so you should judge to the American bully standard. And what that means is if you have an American bully that's got, like, say, a small kink in its tail. And then you've got all the rest of the dogs they don't have any kink. They're flawless. Everything's flawless on them. And the only problem with that American Bully was it had a kink in its tail, and it's a real bully and all. It should still win because it is an American Bully. Those other dogs are more like American Pit Bull Terriers, and that's not what we're judging.
Not being a bully is just as much of a flaw as anything else.
Yeah, they act like not being a bully is not a flaw. It's okay as long as the dog's clean.
Also, at a show we was recently at, I seen it was a slim pit bull style dog being a more bully dog, and the slimmer dog had a kink in its tail, and it was not behaving or anything. And the more bully dog, it was performing good, it was flawless, and the slimmer dog still won. It didn't have the other dog being anywhere on structure. It was just slimmer, and I think that just the judges just for some reason want that slimmer look. So it just doesn't make a lot of sense.
We're not by any means saying that the biggest head, widest dog should win every show. We're not saying that.
Or dogs with flaws should be overlooked.
Yeah, and then flaws should definitely be considered. But what I'm saying is I'm like a dog like Big Country is about as extreme as you can get. But I'm fine with him getting beat as long as the dog that beats him is a bully style dog, which means short, wide, big bone, big head, a short muzzle. Some of these dogs they're picking, man, their muzzle is out there. It's not even they're picking dogs that are going against what we're breeding for.
Well, there's not really any division in the classes anymore, and when that happens, you can see that you don't really know, the judges aren't knowing what they're looking for. Because if you look at best of breed, which means best pocket, best standard, best XL, best classic, they all look the same. There should be a short pocket out there. There should be a standard looking bully out there. There should be an XL out there. But there's not. They look like it's all the same class. And it looks like the classic class, which is not right. That's not how
they're not measuring. They're not measuring pockets. My gosh, that show we went to, there was some pockets out there that was taller than... There's no way they was legal.
Well, they can't measure because if you only got 2 pockets in the ring and you kick one out, I mean, good gosh.
Well, that's true, too. It used to not be that way when people... And when we first started going to these shows, you had your people that brung to show the dogs, then you had the local community came out to see them. They were a sight to behold. Now you get nobody but people that's showing the dogs because nobody don't care to see them because they can go anywhere and see them. They're just a classic, American Pit Bull.
So that's pretty much our take on it. Everyone tell us what you think about Chubby. We're excited about him. And we'll be putting a lot more pictures up of him soon. Get our own little video of Chubby out there so you can see him. And it's really hot. He don't have any problems or anything, why he's panting. It's about 97 degrees right now. So that's why he's kind of warm. And he's not used to it like Too Fat and Country. But thanks for watching, everyone.
Well, he also, let me say this, he is so dirty. Don't think he's this color. He is filthy because he sleeps on, he digs a hole and sleeps in the hole. His little nose is completely sealed off, and that's where they get their air from. We got to clean it up. But it's covered in mud, and this is why it's covered. He won't let me clean it up.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to like, favorite, and subscribe for more updates, and God bless.